In the Musical Chair, Episode 2.
Go!
Hi, I'm Joséphine Olech, and I'm one of the two principal flutists of Rotterdam Philharmonic. I'm French. I was born in the suburbs of Paris. This was my 8th season with the orchestra. Okay, so you have to help me there.
Thugamar is the first word.
Thugamar.
Féin, and then Samhradh.
Samhradh, Linn.
Linn.
Thugamar.
Thugamar.
Thugamar, Féin,
Yeah.
and Samhradh,
Yeah.
Linn.
Perfect.
So today I'm going to play for you, if I manage to pronounce it, Thugamar Féin Samhradh Linn, which is an Irish piece written by Morgan-Rooney, who is also playing with me today. It's originally for a singer and a pianist, but I heard it one time in a festival where he was playing, and I fell in love with the piece, and I just asked him if he can make a flute version, and he very happily did so. So I'm really lucky, and this is the world premiere of that new version. Yeah, I've always really been into Irish music, and this is a little bit like Ravel meets traditional Irish music. I find that kind of vibe. And I think it's about the summer coming and the month of May. So yeah, I don't know the Irish lyrics, unfortunately, but it's about summer coming, so it's very appropriate with this timing of the year. I really like these harmonies that Sean is using underneath what sounds like a traditional Irish melody. So it gets a different color, a little bit more dreamy color maybe. I play the flute since I'm 7. Yeah, my mom is a pianist, so I had a lot of contact with music and different musical instruments. And I just remember I really wanted to play the flute, maybe because it was shiny, or maybe for the sound. Yeah. But everybody always says that they fell in love with the sound of the flute, but it's true. I think I also did. So I've studied in Paris, close to where I grew up. And I studied also 1 year in the Concertgebouw Academy, which was my first step in the Netherlands music scene. So then it felt very natural to arrive in Rotterdam 8 years ago. I would have tried to be a singer. I think that would be my second favorite instrument, is the voice. And also to be able to say words and text. But I usually try to include that in my flute playing, the idea of the voice and the idea of speaking something. I get really fascinated by singing in general. I'm still trying to learn all kinds of different flutes other than the classical flute. So of course the Baroque flute, traverso, is something I'm very interested in. I'm still not very good at it, unfortunately, yet, but I do enjoy practicing it. And yeah, Irish flute would be something that I would also be interested in. Of course, I'm not there yet, but maybe one day.
If music was not an option, like another career, what would it have been?
That's such a hard question. I really don't know.
You don't know?
No, I really don't know. I'm guessing still something in the arts or literature or culture, but I really have no idea. I never really thought about it, actually. I was always so sure, and I'm lucky that it worked out and I didn't have to change my plan. So yeah, I really don't know.
Is there anything that you really need to have before a concert?
I usually take a nap in the afternoon. I can do without, but I feel a difference when I do have really time to unwind and get ready. Well, this is maybe for aspiring professional flutists. This is something I found myself telling to my students recently, and I think it's important when you are like at that age, is to really get inspiration from everywhere and not just consider yourself a student, but really to try to push the boundaries of your own musicianship. Listen to other instruments, listen to singers, go to concerts. Also be your own teacher and try to improve yourself, even without the teacher sometimes. Just like, how can I improve myself and how can I take all of these things that I heard into my own playing? And I think in classical music training, we tend to be very strict with our practice methods and try to do everything right. But I think yeah, it's important to keep some freedom and some creativity in the practice.